Good morning, MMTs. 2/5/2011, 1:11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Super gap on the name JDSU Uniphase. They apparently did a good earnings report, I'm hearing, but nonetheless, we were trading it on Friday. And what I'm going to do is show you the distance of the gap, okay? And MMTs, what I am going to do is show you that distance to that gap right here was a market maker short, 12-minute opening bell short. Once the sellers dried up, the short bear had to come back in and buy to get out, because that's part of what happens when people have been short JDS Uniphase for a long time. They gap them up unexpectedly like they did on JDS Uniphase. That's where they started to buy to cover right here, and we never looked back, and we stayed elevated during this time frame. Then throughout the day we had some action right through this period. There was a slide to bid right here. You can see a 3, a 6, a 9, 12 to the teeny line, and bam, a reversal. It sets up at that teeny line, and it's right over here though that the real buy action bar hit right like a Louisville Slugger, and up you went. And that long-term breakout, and each one of these lines, these teeny lines, are 12 penny teeny action line in the market maker platform. Right now I'm going to add the JDS Uniphase to a potential MMT assignment. If we can stay elevated in the delta action in our platform over in here, well, you know, we already got the prices made, and we had huge delta expansion in the brain. So what we're going to be looking at is how many more of these deltas that we can go up within this structured trend. But the most important thing, MMTs, it's the teeny expansion. So right now we would like to see, 20, 25 cent teenies, because that means that you're going to be able to get from the wholesale entry at the bottom to the exit on the top side of the market. You're going to have about a good 80-cent spread there, and the name is priced to use your SMF MMT assigned account with your buying power for me to teach you how to get 1,000 share entries at that wholesale lower price. So when you get these teeny breakouts, you learn what the volume entry management is. So you have 3,000 shares, and let's say you take 70 cents out of a move. Well, that's not all that bad. But you have to know, once again, how to use the brain. And that's understanding this info panel down here and understanding these gauges, okay? And why they go in one direction and the other. But why are they stronger at periods at price action and weaker at price action at other periods of time? That's the the 3-minute price action breakout, a breakout, and a teeny action breakout. And you can see how that thing was accelerating in your brain, and all your gauges confirmed it. It's very nice, So we'll be watching this on Monday, making a market. And I would also like to say that on the daily gap, this is a clear daily gap. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to update this. I'm going to hit 30, bam. So price is it all in. There it is. Sorry if there might have been a delay, but this is accurate. This is a half delta movement. It's going to be 92 pennies per line. And basically I'm going to go, yep, that's what it's going to be. And so each one of these, I'm going to be looking at 3. I'm going to start at a half delta down, half delta up in both sides relative to weakness. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to see on the daily here, it's a daily JDS, is do we hold half of that price action bar? So here, let me hit the button. Let's see, there are the diamonds. Once again, JDS Uniphase daily. We're going to see if we have delta expansion and price action volatility. This stock here, if you take 50 cents out of it on 3,000 shares, it's $1,500 up. And if you take 70 cents short, because JDS Uniphase likes to really enjoy shaking people out. You can see here on daily over here. But this is the gap that we're looking at. It's a ratio, SMF ratio gap that we're looking at. So basically the half bar, I'm going to pull up the hood. Here it is, MMTs. Here is your MMT number. 2196 is half of that whole daily bar at the price level. Let's see here what it was doing. The high was 2276. There's got to be a misprint there on the low. Okay. So we could be having a problem here with the daily, but the bar, the daily bar is right. So that's the part that counts. What we're going to do is take this bar. We're going to go from here to here. And what we're going to do is on Monday, we're going to see where that drop down bid is at the wholesale price. And if they pop, then you guys are going to be hitting huge volume on it, and it's all going to be based on this particular daily bar right here, and what that weakness or strength will be. It will tell us what it is. So that weakness builds, we're going to get short, and if we start to close below half of the bar and that becomes price action resistance, that means that one day, is this a one-day wonder? We'll find out on Monday, and we'll be right about it. And we'll use this half bar on the daily. If we hit that bounce, we're long. If we close below it, weakness is building in. Just the opposite of closing at 100 here is that it would be just the opposite movement that it had this day. It would weaken into the move. The brain will tell us no matter what. And that would be looking at the short side if we weaken up. If we bounce, then we'd be looking again to take that long side up.